Hi, I'm Lori Rice, and I work with Berkshire Hathaway Halliday Real Estate Group here in Ocean City, New Jersey. And over the past several years, I've developed a unique specialty here in Ocean City. I help answer one of the biggest questions that homeowners are facing. Is my home a teardown, or is it worth selling on the open market? The truth is, there is no one-size-fits-all answer. Some older homes have tremendous potential to buyers and value because they want to renovate them. Others are worth significantly more to a builder or developer because of the land. And sometimes the difference can mean hundreds of thousands of dollars. Because I work with homeowners, buyers, investors, and a local development company, I get to see every side of the market. I've also owned and renovated older homes myself, many of them, 5. So I understand what buyers see beyond the age of a property. And my job here isn't to convince you to sell one way or another. It's to help you understand what you own and who your most likely buyer is, and also how to maximize your property's value. So if you've ever wondered whether your home should be renovated, listed traditionally, or marketed to developers, I'd be happy to give you an honest opinion with no pressure. Sometimes the open market brings the highest price. Sometimes a builder is the best buyer. The important thing is knowing the difference before you make a decision. Again, I'm Lori Rice, and I'd love to help you understand the true value of your home. Today, we're going to visit 4 home sites which we recently sold properties on, ranging from over 100 years old to 60 years old, and we're going to learn their stories. All right, so here we are at property number 1. It's 241 Crescent Road on the west side of Gardens Parkway here in the Gardens of Ocean City. This property sits on a humongous lot, so it's about 60 feet wide in the front and 130 feet deep in the back. Everyone was curious of what was going to be the fate of this property. The house was meticulously and lovingly maintained over the years, updated, and but a little bit shy in the bathroom department. It only had 1.5 bathrooms to its 3 bedrooms. So although the layout didn't work for a lot of people who came through the house, we did have 6 offers, and it ended up going for over asking price. And as you can see, the house is being used as it stood in the past. All right, property number 2. As you can see, I'm standing in front of a new construction, and this is on Waverly Boulevard. It's a 50 by 100 foot lot. Now, this home, again, was lovingly maintained throughout the years. It was kept up on, but buyers really just found the house to be too small and not accommodating to their larger families and people that they wanted to have come down the shore with them. It's a great location, and this property sold to a developer for only slightly under what we were asking for market value. All right, here we are at property number 3. It's 211 West Sea Spray. As you can see, there's no house currently on this lot. So this one is a little bit different than the other 2 properties we've seen. It was bought by an end user. We were not exactly sure what was going to happen when we listed this property. We didn't feel like it was definitely a complete teardown. We thought somebody could possibly find value in seeing it the way that it was. But once the buyer got into it, there was a lot of deferred maintenance on the exterior, and with a layout that we were getting feedback was not really desirable for today's living standards, they bought it and are developing it and building their dream home here themselves. Okay, so property number 4, everybody thought was going to be a teardown. I had a suspicion it wasn't, because again, it was completely maintained and lovingly cared for over the years. Everything was in great working order, and we listed this property and found out that indeed an end user wanted it for themselves to rent and use for their family. So it If you're wondering what your home is really worth and who your most likely buyer is, I'd be happy to help you find the answer.